Well, hello, FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis here, and welcome to another episode of the crazy and wonderful world of Vince Wega, the Wega man here, taking you through everything that happened in Game Week 3. Pretty happy enough here, FPL Top Dogs, folks. You know, that's us top 10 top dogs. That's 2021 season. We're getting more caps in, don't worry, folks. And whoever wants the caps that's claimed it from the years gone by, you will be getting them. Promise you that, guys. But yeah, welcome to the episode. I'm just going to I've got this week's mock featuring our own Dave West Ham United Martin. Congratulations to him. And I'm wearing the West Ham top that he gave me on the day I supported West Ham to win that Conference League Baloney Cup stuff. Beaten, I nearly forget who they played, to be honest with you. But anyway, whatever the story was, they won the game. 2-1, Bowen getting the goal, and I'm delighted for them. Great night. But look, Dave Martin, Bula Bus, top of the Christy Nick. So yeah, Dave has got good form. 2018, he finished third. I was runner up, and Duncan Hannon won the Christy Nick that year. So he's got a trophy, folks. And so word has it he's going to go all out this year. Not a very good year last year, but yeah, it is what it is, folks. Right, I've got the mock, just a little roundup of where we are in the league, what I'm doing for next week. I've already made inroads and moves. Worried about price changes, of course. Worried about Gabriel dropping a double drop of 0.2 million now. He's 4.9. How much different would my life have been if I knew about the Saliba news on the Let's Talk FPL stream, the deadline stream? Seriously, would have had all them points and I would be well up there. But I'm happy with the start. It is what it is, and maybe Gabriel will starting. It's shocking, really, the 2-2 with Fulham. That's just, Arteta, trying to put square pegs in round holes. He's got this Havertz thing. It's got the Chelsea disease. There was no need for all this messing about. I know Timber, and now Tomiyasu, who was suspended for the Fulham game, of course, he'll be back. I'm not just sure. It's just like Eddie Nketiah now. There's no whether he's coming or going. Jesus is on the way back. I just think Arsenal should just go back to what they were doing that got them to that title challenge. They're messing about a bit like Man United. I'm still a United fan. No joke there. Look, I'm not crying if they win or lose. I hope they win, but when you get older, you get a lot more. For me, I get a lot less stressed out and flustered about the whole thing, taking in my stride. And I've rebelled. I'm taking my life back and my moods back, and I'm not getting up or down too much about anything. So all bets are on for me. As you get older, all bets are on. So without less waffling, let's see how we are getting on with everything. Just share the screen. Thanks for joining us, folks. I love doing this stuff anyway. FPL Top Dogs in the house. Ballyhaunis, around the Mayo area, Galway, Sligo. I like to think of all the Connacht. We have a great diaspora, people playing from Australia, our friends, a community going, and the Christy Nicholson Pub League is what bands us together. We're all in it together. It is our community, and the number one goal of the league is to encourage each other. A little bit of rivalry, of course, but the main thing is all our guys, they get the good information, the good WhatsApp stuff, and we'll all go as one together and take on the overall together here, folks. FPL Top Dogs. Right. Oh, this is just like the deadline is coming it's the first. I think it ends on I think it's the 1st of September. It's the 28th now. So there's little talks about Maguire and Everton. There's chit chat about Brennan Johnson from Forest going to Spurs for 50 million. They're trying to get him down to about 40 million. What else is there? There's that there's a Wolves player as well as who's being mooted. Oh, what his name again for Man City. I'm sure it's here somewhere anyway. Nunez, yeah, Nunez. He is trying to force a move, and he's stopping training. So there's all sorts of baloney for Gary O'Neill to sort out there at Wolves. They don't deserve it. I like Wolves in a way, you know. They're only trying to do their best, and it's just like the Jimenez and the injury, and that went downhill, and now Jota went, and everyone seems to be going, and just have to reinvent the wheel for Wolves to start again. I hope they do stay up, and they're an interesting team with what they did to United. There's something there about them. It's Fabio as well. There, the striker Fabio Silva, I think is his name. He's interesting. Poydence is always interesting. So no one to really. Sa is very good clean sheet away to Everton there. So like draft stuff, they're interesting draft, but FPL asset wise, not so much. What else is there here? Agent of Chaos, of course, Darwin Nunez with that double off the bench. Look, with Mo Salah, there's big news. There's possibly João Felix, only 22. He could be mooted as a possible replacement for Mo, but my advice for Liverpool: don't sell Mo this season. Sell him next season, and Saudi will take him. And I think Liverpool just need Mo for this season. Yeah, and just Matty Cash is just an absolute legend. I have him in my Sun Dream team. Absolutely delighted. 99 points, and I've still got 5 players in the Carabao Cup second round to come for this game week in the Sun Dream team. Laughing in that. So I'm doing I'm doing a separate pod for my Sun Dream team, and I'll do something around Friday, because that's when the next game week will start. Of course, this game week 4 starts with Luton's first home game at Kenilworth Road against their London rivals West Ham, the Hammers. So I have a hammer in my team, and I'm mooting about another one. So I'll get onto my team in a minute, but just a lot of Gordon, phenomenal. Have in my draft. Won my draft this week in FPL Duo. If any of you are doing that, I am thrilled. Pep is he's got a back operation. He's recovering. He'll be back after the international break. Man City just getting over the line with Sheffield United 2-1. That was saw that match, and I was just flabbergasted with that goal. The Sheffield goal. I couldn't believe it. Rodri, a legend. So FPL wise, he will come up with the odd goal. He just reminds me of Roy Keane. He gets up and down that pitch, and Rodri's also said that with Gundogan gone and the other dude gone, he's had to cover so much space in that midfield that he's trying to do 3 men's jobs. It's just phenomenal. So he's really grown into that role. I think he's a phenomenal player, and he won the Champions League for City last season. So let's get into the team. Yeah, the main thing about this, guys, I just give a rough take of where we are in the league, what we're doing. The King of the Travellers, of course, the Christy Nicholson League, how everyone's doing. I have a quick look at what I'm doing in my team, so that you all know that I like to be 100% out there. I've been doing this pod for a few years now, amongst lots of you who come on. I'll get more of you to come on now and again, and we'll see how we're getting on. But 52, I'll take it. I took a second -4. I took a -4 in game week 2 and a -4 in game week 3. I'm considering another -4. I know people, I just don't think a wild card is necessary. -4s do, I am keeping in the game and keeping ahead of the transfers that rises and decreases, ups and downs, by doing little -4s. For me this week, okay, Gabriel came off the bench and Joe went on. He didn't start. It's a frustration. He's not started for 2 games now for Brighton. I am just generally got a bad buzz about Brighton with Newcastle at home. Newcastle will not want to lose 3 in a row. They've only 3 points. I'm shocked at what happened with the 10 men and Van Dijk being sent off, and them losing that. It's just an absolute body blow, and we'll see which way Newcastle go. If they lose 3 in a row, then it's Eddie Howe squeaky bum time. I hate the phrase, but it's amazing how a few game weeks everything turns around. And then coming on, Brighton also have, I think, United away, and then they have Liverpool. We'll go on that, but I'm sure they have Liverpool after that. So I'm not sure about Estupiñán. I probably think about benching Estupiñán in game week 5 and getting somebody else in. But I've also made delighted to get this Fernandez stuff. Came back, leader of the pack, 3-2 from 2-0 down, scores the penalty, captain fantastic. I think he's a great captain. I just don't think you can take the fire out of him. It's a lot like the Rooney stuff. You take the fire out this guy, he won't be the same player. So I think Fernandez has been one of the best signings, if not the best signing that I'd like to say I'm not quite there yet, I would say we have had in years. I have to get used to it. Listen to a lot of Mark Goldbridge, and it's the first thing I do, and every day, okay, I'm brainwashed myself back to nearly where I was in '99 with United, and encouraging my United roots. Rashford, Onana, okay, Areola, like, who is to know? Away to Brighton, that would have happened. It was 3-1, so he must have had a few save points. Yeah, 3, phenomenal. 9, what a performance. Number 1. So delighted to have this guy on the bench. I think he's 4.1 now, which, he's only 4, but that's fine. That's fine. Look, I'm happy I've gone with him. That's a transfer I don't need to do. And he's a West Ham. So good stuff. And I want another West Ham somewhere down the line. And let's not leave Spurs out of it either. Come on. But I've got loads of United. I'll probably rest Onana for Arsenal away. I just fancy Arsenal to score against United. I fancy a score draw on that one, possibly 1-1 or 2-2. So yeah, that's the transfer. So a bit disappointed with Zhao there. Matoma, I think it's going to be tough for the next few games. Brighton have had a few blows. That West Ham result was a shocker. West Ham have given everyone the template that allow Brighton to have the ball, let them keep behind and attack them on the break. And one of those goals came from a corner. So that's a bit worrying, especially now at home. That could be dodgy. Away from home, well, they're phenomenal. So we'll see how it goes on. I still have the 3, but I've made some move. Happy enough with the 2 Chelsea lads. Chilwell should have passed. He shouldn't have passed the ball. Trying to get Sterling the hat trick, but I think he'll score. Look, there's nothing wrong with Chilwell. I think he's a must, and he's gone up in price again. 5.8, is it? 5.8, yeah. So I've got 0.2 already made. So I made a -4 to get Chilwell in game week 2, and I've made 0.2 on Chilwell just by that quick move, because I was keeping an eye on these FPL prices. This is FPL price changes. I keep an eye on this dude. He's very, very good. Here we go. This is what he thinks cash. Guardiola from Man City and Gusto from Chelsea, the 4.1 now, they'll all go up in price. So he'll be 4.2 soon enough. I'm going to stick with Caldwell. It's just I like the guy, and I think it could be a threat with his place when James gets back. But he is phenomenal for the time being. And what's not to like with Forest next? Cash is phenomenal. The 2 goals, absolutely love it. I'm not good. I still think Villa have tricky fixtures. Got Liverpool away next, and quite a few other tricky ones coming up. Liverpool and Villa after game week 9 is the way to go. A lot of other people are reckoning. And Buemo price changes are due, and Buemo to go up again. Ward-Prowse has already gone up, so it's another one. Madison hasn't gone up yet, but he's 7.6, so he could go up again. Sterling could go up again, and Bowen. So keeping an eye on these things. So let's see what I have done. So yeah, I'll take this 48. It's just above the average. I'm sure I got a bit of a great 2 point. I've been there before. I know what that's about. 9.5 million here. So again, we're about 2 million shy of the amount that we had last year at the peak. It's definitely over 11 million last season. So something's going on. In my opinion, the format is getting a little bit stale. A lot of people have bought out, and I'm convinced that the Sun Dream Team thing is going to go absolutely apoplectic. Good in the it's so vibrant, and they don't do European games, I don't think, anymore, and they don't do the player ratings, which is objective, and they don't do that spot prize of 5 points for the Sun Dream Team thing. So that's another. I'll get onto that another time, but there's something up here with the FPL things. A lot of people have just tuned out, although it's risen 600,000 since the last episode we've had here. Why are these people so late to the game? What's the point? You've missed 3 weeks of it. Okay. Let's change the narrative here now, because I have to reveal that Delhi's back. Yeah, Delhi. Now I've had a few people saying, "Where's that Delhi hat?" I like it. I like Delhi. I hope he does well at Everton. I'll keep an eye on him. If he starts doing something, I'll draft him in. Who knows? I've been there with Delhi before. That didn't work out. But yeah, he's done well for me in the past previously when he was at Spurs. So this is the reason why, is because I've got Madison in. I've decided to get off the Matoma thing. Look, it's just look, I don't want to have 6 players for the look, I'm not schizophrenic or anything. I'm not mixed up. I know what I am. I just respect where I've come from and where I am from today. That's all I'm doing. I'm just respecting the past, and I'm moving on with everything that entails. Madison for Matoma. Look, this is just a gut thing. I just think that look, Brighton might blow everybody away. Newcastle, United, and then they got Bournemouth. So I'm not going to get rid of everybody, but I'm looking at Zhao. He's already dropped in price, and people are hemorrhaging. Gabriel, who I have, I'm still humming and hawing. I don't think he'll drop tonight in price or next, possibly by this next game week coming up on the Friday deadline, which I think is 6:30 next Friday night. So I have to keep close eye on my tip, but I really want to take the -4 to get possibly get in Antonio for Luton on Friday night. And why not keep the West Ham team going? Dave, Ironworks Dave, look at the state of him. He's got on in Bowen. That's the big guy that's been killing it for him. And I'm just thinking, I can I've got enough money in the bank, loads of money to have this punt. 2.6 million, I'll take it. I've had a lot of price rises. I'll take that as well. A 0.6 up in price. I'll take that. So look, I think I can do that. Look, he's only 4.5. Mubamba. He's a placeholder. He's a West Ham placeholder. So I have two actually West Ham, one Spurs, three United. As I said, so that will be one. So I still have 1.1 million left getting in Antonio. It's just be a one game week punt. You score a goal. I'm just not sure about Zhao. Will he get the start? So I just have to make a decision whether I get an Antonio. I could just stay with this and keep it, neutral for this game week with no minuses. I'm not mad about minuses, but this is just the last game week until the international break. So we just have to get through this, and then we can chill out for a couple of weeks and just forget about it all. And just so I would like to. I'm a bit of an aggressive player, so I think Antonia could get a couple or a couple assists or something. If he gets 10, then that's fine. I don't fancy on that. Well, I don't fancy Brighton to destroy Newcastle. They're not a bad team over. I think defensively they're fine, but they have injury worries. So Botman won't be playing for a while, so they have to mess about with the back. So possibly, maybe it was a bit. We'll just see anyway. I'm just trusting on Newcastle to be okay away from home. I love their attack. I love their attack, with Gordon, of course, and there's so many options. The Harvey Barnes and got Isaac. He's got on and on and on. Wilson could destroy. I just think that I mean, this is only opinion, so you could be total Brighton, and they could just. This is just opinion. This is my computer game reality. So that's where I am with that. I'm happy enough. I want Madison really because I'm going to the game. Game week 5 is Spurs versus Sheffield United. So I want to have something to cheer for. The other night when I went to United at Tottenham in that 2-0, I didn't have much to cheer from, really. I had 3 United players, all 3 played, done nothing. We were denied a penalty. First half, I have no idea how that remained 0 on our behalf. And then Tottenham wanted it more in the second. So that was pretty bitter. So going to Spurs now for this one, Sheffield. I want to have something to root for, so I'm going to go up to Madison, and I might just get rid of Gabriel and flick in either Pedro Porro for him, or that's the attacking one, or just play it safe and go for Romeo, or VDV, whatever, Van de Vale or whatever his name is. Or City defender, but for me they've conceded another goal. Like how this Emerson stuff and conceding goals is a joke. Like what is going on there? That's a frustration if you have City defenders. Kyle Walker, like God's sake, but then he, so that's where I am with all that. Let's have a quick look. Actually, while we're so, let's have a look at the mock. Yeah, let's get the mock done while we're on the West Ham team. Oh yeah, I'll just show. This is just me and Big Dave that night when they won the game. I think. Oh, what was it? It was an Italian team, wasn't it? It was Florentina, I think. I think it was Florentina. Yeah, that's me and him already necking the whiskey. He told me, you're not coming out unless you've got the shirt on. We need all the supporters we can get. We need all the luck we can get. And he's down in a bit of this Jack Walker or Johnny Walker, sorry, Johnny Walker special red label, whatever it is. I had a good swig at it as well. Good stuff, Dave. Well done. Top of the Christy Nicholson Pub League, game week 3, brother. Phenomenal stuff. That's on. When I was walking along West Ham and around and going to that game, it was just phenomenal. Everyone was tooting the horns. Everybody was saying, "Did it? Come on, West Ham." So I read that train for a while. That's everyone celebrating after the win. That's where the pay attention of this week. Okay, pay attention. That's West Ham winning it. Yeah. So where are we now? This is the mock. I'd never ever thought I'd come up with something like this, but it is what it is. That's Dave. Yeah, Dave. So Darwin Super Sub Bray says Ironworks Dave in 11th heaven. That's 11 points that Darwin's got off the bench. And 199 reasons to be cheerful. Reasons to be cheerful. 1, 2, 3. Well, number 1, Dave is top of the Christy Nick, mate. So good stuff. That's him there. Blew it away. Darwin come off the bench because Shaw was injured. He had Shaw. Shaw will be out for a while, folks. So Dave Martin, game week, 70 points, 199 and 86,000, just over 86,000 K out of 9.5 million. So well done, Dave. That's phenomenal stuff, bro. Yeah, I'm sure I have that wig. I'm sure I have the wig somewhere. Well, there it is. There it is. That's where I stole the wig from. Okay, so it's your own fault, mate. And that's just the price changes. Possibly the other day. That was a couple of days ago. Good stuff, bro. Congrats. And that's what's in store for you if you do happen to take charge of things for a while. Let's have a quick look at how we're getting on the standings here. This is the King of the Travelers, the head-to-head. We have 38 people, 19 games. So that means that everyone will be playing each other once, which is terrific. Andy Cunyon taking out Connor Keane. Jackie Coyne losing out to Owen Cunyon. Jerry Freely, who's got a good record in this competition, taking out Chip. Nyla Richardson. John Kelly losing out to the Maeve. James Lyons. I might revise that prediction I have for James Lyons. Not even in the top 20. Like, come on. I don't mean it. That's just not right. Sorry about me. Donny Silver O'Brien gets a win with Shawnee Shaky Her. He'll be down about that. Nicholas Lowman, who is my manager at the Royal Albert Hall in merchandise, he is pretty good, very good player, well immersed into it. Takes out Fergie Great Guns Walsh. Sean Sniper Gilday taking out Morgan, the Prodigy Lions. That was a close one. Cal Crumpet Carney, CCC, wins his NOS. Had a great year last year. Terrific. Keep it up, Cal, please. You're doing fine. And nice to see Ja, your brother, in the Sun Dream team. And you're not. So good on you, Ja. Good on you. Tune into my other tips with the videos for the Sun Dream team. William Hitman Nestor is back with a vengeance, just taking out Aiden Fitz there in a real amazing score tussle there. Kieran Long Dog, aka 47 Kiely, 68 points. That's phenomenal. 70 points now Dave got. So that's just a phenomenal score. Must have had Darwin in there somewhere. We'll have a look later. Taking out Adrian Starman Phillips. Patrick Caulfield winning out his one to our Malaysian challenger. I won my Christy. Poor old Snowman. He wants to win that one, but I see your. I think that's it. You play everyone just once, so I have the bragging rights for the year, Snowman. Sorry about that, bro. Sorry for your trouble. Liam Herr, talented sportsman, taking on another talent in this form of Mark Oracle Phillips. He just squeaks by in his knot. Jackie Malone, part of the FPL draft duo team with Stephen Strat, taking out the face man, Shane Healy. Congrats to Dara for his graduation as well. Well done, bro. And he's got a great voice on him. A great musician and talent and sportsman as well. So great stuff there. Jackie winning out there. He's in Perth at the moment with Stevie Knowles, and Stratford Nolan. Dylan Lyons winning his one against Jason Coyne. Kevin Killer Kilbride. Cake. Oh, that's a cake. I'm not. Just figured out something. Guru Killer. Killer for short. Let's just call him KGK. Okay, KGK. KG. Actually, I have him down as KGK. Guru Killer. He's the Guru Killer because he always destroys me, and I'm the Guru. Apparently, hopefully, I can win that back. Losing out to Tommy Cunyon, he had an absolute stinker this week. Kevin will not be happy, but Diaby did come good for Kevin. There are a few seeds that he needs to have a look at that team and just pull it out of the fire and maybe let the international break go and come back with a fresh idea about that. Joey Neenan, we're just taking out Joseph Lyons in the knot. Joey's phenomenal record, last year's winner in the knot. Hard will be very, very hard. Like, he's the standard. Joey Commando Neenan is the standard of the whole thing. And Rory, the Mission Halford, made his name from winning. Just taking out Joey there in second place. So and the Maeve third. Stevie Stratford Nolan at 69, his favorite position there. Taking out Owen Collins, our Ballyhaunis Clare clubsman. So that great stuff. It looks like Dave did get the highest score. Yeah, seems to be a 70. So well done. And obviously the standings, I'm happy to get the 3 points, just get another win and just try and claw back up this thing. I'm not ruling this thing out there. Owen Cunyon with 3 out of 3. Jamesy Lyons 3 out of 3. Joey Neenan 3 out of 3. And Nicholas Lohman 3 out of 3. He says he's loving this. He's never done anything like the head-to-head before in the classic head-to-head. Never done it before, Nicholas. He's absolutely loving this. Dave Martin must have got a draw there, so that's fine. 199 points, our leader at the moment. Kieran Kiely, second place in the Christy Nicholson, 198, 7 points. 7 points for Pa Caulfield. And listen, there's nothing to 38. So there's 38 players. I think there's an awful lot now, so maybe 10. Try and keep the lost column to 10. It could get you over the line in this Gilday. Lots on 6, and I've managed to get to that 3. Crawled off the bottom. It's just a bit demoralizing losing your first 3. It's just like, oh, here we go again. So that's that done. So how are we getting on in the Christy Nick? Okay, so Thames Ironworks. So Dave got in Nicholas Jackman, which was a no-brainer. And Danny Ings, fair enough. And Kieran Kiely in second. Yeah, so this is how Dave done it. This is not very templatey. Well, Haaland, of course, Rashford, Saka is gone for his bone, his West Ham thing. I suppose it is a little bit with a twist, like the Shaw thing. He loves Rice. He's having him in his team. Maguire could still go to Everton. We're not sure. So it's an interesting team, and a lot like Kieran Kiely. Kieran likes to think outside the box, and he's not really a template guy either. He's got onto Madison early enough, of course. Stones has had to be shifted out, so he was just hemorrhaging. Rubens Diaz is safe. This should be a safe pair of hands anyway. Should be getting the regular starters. 68 is just mind-blowing, that sort of score. Madison doing that. Gusto, look at that. So he's had Gusto in for a while. That's just proper, like, whatever. I think Kieran knew about Gusto before any of the influencers. It looks like to me here. Okay, Turner's not come off the bench. The Onana thing, I think he will come. I love. Oh Nana, what's my name? Oh Nana, what's my name? What's my name? Okay, Jackie Malone, well done, bro. Some good stuff. Wilson to Morris. Okay, Morris is a penalty taker. He'll chip away. Gabriel to Udogie. That's a good, solid choice. Um, he's all the rage at Tottenham, and what a call to get this guy in. Morris, did he come on and do something? He's got his 2 points, so that's a great call there, Jackie. Good stuff, and you really had a good end half to last season, and you'll carry it on now. Really, I suppose being a phenomenal draft player, you will know the ins and outs of everybody. So, and the merits. So good stuff there. Okay, Salah's done a bit there. A good 54 for you. Keeping faith with Leno. Will he keep it up though? It is to be seen. So there's probably a few you'll be hoping to fire a little bit more. João Pedro train as well. Ugh. Sean is absolutely flying start. 190, brilliant stuff. Anything to Watkins to Jackson. Okay, that's a bold call there from Sniper. Alvarez, okay, gone for that double up. He should have scored probably twice. That's a frustration. These young players, the strikers, even Nicholas Jackman, the whole being young, they just have to learn that clinical and that composure in front of goal. But they'll get it. They'll get it there. And he's playing number 10, Van Haaland. So what's not to like there? Nicholas Jackman against Forest, so very attacking. Diaby, great call. He's had Diaby in there. Okay, look, Diaby cash. Can you imagine? Keep an eye on Botman there. Look, he's made -1 there. Rodak losing out. So yeah, good stuff. He's got all his chips in line there. And nobody's pulled any trigger yet. Yeah, Luke Walsh, proper good score, 58. And Lukey again, quite similar. I think Gusto, who had Gusto? Was it Jackie that had Kieran? No, Kieran. Kieran has that. Kieran has Gusto. So yeah, good stuff there. Yeah, so Farah to Smodo. 44 is decent. Keep you up there. And yeah, Huey Carney Jr. is in there. 50, good stuff. Gary Higgins, great stuff over here in the UK. 54, Owen Cunyon. Neil Carney in there at 6. Top 6. 188 seems to be popular. Jamesy, the Mave, 60, great score. Look, he's gonna be this is where Jamesy will be for most of the season, and like he's not gonna be dropping like a stone here. He's just on it. And he's got that bit of, look, he's Son. Son versus Madison. It's not working so far. It's a frustration, but Son had a great game there away to Bournemouth. It's only a matter of time before he's going to get in them goals, and we still don't know about the penalty taking situation at Tottenham. So I think he will be taking the penalties, but for me, Madison, I hope I'm not too late on that train, but Tottenham have some good fixtures coming up. So Sonia should be fine. No Rashford, okay. So he's on the Saliba train. Turner, okay, -3 there. It's just always something, and Isaac there, just always something that refreshing when you see Jamesy's teams. It's just something you don't expect, and like Son is it for me. So, that's why we call him the Maverick. So good luck this season, came third last year, and it's just back to normal with the Mave. Good stuff, mate. Bud, lad, whatever. Ray Lucy's done my head in with this mate thing. It does sound bad. I agree with you, Ray. So that's Jamesy's. Where else? Who else we highlight here? Got Liam Her there in there with the 50. Our friend from Malaysia here. Sujendran Kurup. That's where the wife's from, Kuala Lumpur. Joining, let's have a quick look. Now, I'm keeping an eye on Joy's teams for a fact that I know I'm not going to go too far wrong. I know it's a bit boring, but head to head, Madison versus Martinelli. Martinelli's got United. Madison has Burnley away, and he's got Sheffield at home coming up. So we have Mbuemo, Saka, Rashford, and Bruno. I have Unana or your man from West Ham, Areola. And the Saliba thing could hurt. Well, I just don't want to have 3 Brighton and 3 United coming up in game week 4. And that's a fact. And that's why I've got rid of Matoma. Sometimes you've got to back yourself and take it a bet. This will happen. I think United will score against Arsenal. I think Rashford, United are really interesting away from home. I know Spurs, okay, yeah. But hopefully Ten Hag has learned his lesson. Now, Martial's not the answer, but is Hoyland, is he going to be okay? He's only 20. He should be back soon. I think possibly too early. Just throw Martial up there again, maybe, and you just never know. But Rashford down the left anyway. Anthony, look, United are random. Like it's just like a lucky bag at the moment. United, it's a lucky bag. It's a lucky bag and an unlucky bag. Look, I think they got enough about them to go to Arsenal and have a. Arsenal will definitely score. So I'm just not going to have this Brighton problem in game week. In game week 5, I think it is, isn't it? Sorry, 6. Well, I've only got 1 Arsenal, and I got 3 United. I'm not going to play it, so I'll have only 3 playing. For that game. I just hate to have 6 players playing in one game. If it's a 0-0, then you're done. And I'm not having a game week where you score 30. You have to avoid the 30 game weeks, the 30-point ones at all costs. They just destroy you. If you could get an average of 55 to 65 every week, by God, that's the way to go. So yeah, Joy. So I have a pretty similar team to Joy. I'm very interested. He's got this guy Osula who he started the match against City. He got booked, but he looks like a real handful. Baldock. So look, this is interesting stuff. The Botman thing will irritate him. He's got 2 transfers. He doesn't want to waste a transfer on Botman now, but he'll have. There's not an awful lot of Chelsea going forward, so he didn't kind of do what I was thinking he would do last game week. And look, between himself, Rory Halford, and Andy, I'm keeping a close eye on you Bucks. Han Solo Fitzmaurice got off to a very good start. Look, 182 is brilliant. Areola, look, I like that move. I like it. Now, there's a little bit of worry with Dean Henderson coming into Palace. I don't think he'll displace Johnson straight away. I find Johnson more of a solid keeper. He's a tree. He really is a tree. He's one of them. What do you call them over there in San Francisco, California? You know, them type of trees. He is taller than them. So yeah, Chilwell, Fernandez, Odegaard took a penalty. Saka, I think both of them now can be a bit like samey. So look, it could fire, but Arsenal don't seem to be clicking on that 3 to 5 or 4 goal thing at the minute, like last season. Arteta's mixed it up big time, and he's messing about with Gabriel and all this inverted baloney. Zinchenko on the bench. Why is he not playing? He's overthinking it. Sorry. So I think Arsenal will come good, but they need to. Look, I think Havertz should be on the bench and he should come on. He should be either a number 9, but he's not a number 8. He never will be a number 8. Fact. Watkins, I love what I'm going to be getting Watkins in anyway after game week 10 around that time. That's when you get Watkins in. And if you look, Cash, fine. Cash is a good punt. of course, but they're away to Liverpool, and look the way Liverpool defending. It's not a foregone conclusion up there. Markey, the Arkle Phillips. Okay, everyone's backing Haaland. You just have to go with him missing the penalty now. That was a joke, but he's staying stum. He probably has 2 transfers for next week. He'll probably be attacking. He's on the problem with Gabriel, like myself. I wish I just knew the Saliba news. Matt, he's on the mat. I'm not copying you. I swear to God, Marky, I'm not copying it. We were talking on private WhatsApp. I just have to have something to shout for when I'm going to Tottenham. I can't have zero. I just really feel not engaged. I'm a season ticket holder at Tottenham. I have to go to these games and I have to just be shouting for something. So I've got Madison in there and I'll be getting another Spurs in possibly. Definitely next game week for Sheffield. I fancy Pedro Porro for a change. They have no strikers. Tottenham have no in the game in FPL. Tottenham have no strikers since Kane's left. They got these 2, Scarlett and somebody else I never heard. So it's just all mids. So I want Saka. I want Mbeumo. I did want Mitoma. Now it's Madison. I do want Bruno. I do want Rashford. I love United's fixtures, and I'm not straying. These people who've got off Bruno, they're telling you, go up. I don't care if the price goes down to 5 million. I'm still keeping them. Starman. Oh, the 2 Phillipses neck and neck for this is exciting. Oh, 56 and 51, and they're 179. Any more Phillipses in around there's loads of them. But yeah, I know the big friendly giant somewhere. Oh, there he is. Big friendly giant. So we got one young Phillips sitting on the wall, another young Phillips sitting on another wall, and another one there. So the Jeremy there, the big friendly, will come down and have a quick look at yours. Emerson, fair enough, but it's a bit kind of so it's a lot. 5.5 keeper is sitting on there, not getting clean sheets, not getting save points. I just think it's a cop out. Sorry. I think Stones would have been perfect. It really would have been in that midfield, but Rodri's just getting the benefit there with no Stones and no Gundogan at the minute. Well, Gundogan's gone, the captain, and he's gone to Barca. So, but yeah, Starman, fine, good, like it. Son again, the Maeve, yeah, I like. Yeah, Son's lost a yard of pace, definitely. He's not going past people but he's got a great footballing brain, and I just see Tottenham playing with a bit of freedom here, and they look like as if they're enjoying the football again. And I don't see this is a new manager bounce with Ange Postecoglou. I don't think it's no way. It's energy, and they want Brennan Johnson in that team, has a possibly a striking. I think that Richarlison is just an absolute headless donkey. Not even a total real. It's just like it's like a black cat running around the place, jinxing everything he touches and moves. I love black cats. I have a black cat. I love black cats. I've had a black cat for years. Passed away. I love black cats. I really do. But this one, Richarlison, I just God above. Just I'm just glad I don't have him in this team. I know a lot of you out there have Richarlison, but it's just he'll miss a penalty. He'll just go off the post. He's offside goals. It's disallowed this. Gets a booking for no reason. He had to be hauled off against Bournemouth. He lashed out with a Beckham. That was worse than the Beckham flick that he did. I don't know how he didn't get a red for that. He got nowhere near the ball. He lost the ball. He ran back. He fell in his arse, kicked out, and nowhere near the ball. And he gets a yellow for that. And I think you can't question yellows or something. The referee's seen it. I don't know. Nobody knows what VAR is anymore. Nobody knows what an offside is. Nobody knows what a handball is anymore. It's all up in the air. It's all random, and who cares anyway? Um, so there you go with Ado. I love the team. He's got a punt there. Again, like the Maeve, he's not a template guy. I love these guys, the way they play. Okay, it does look a little, but you have to have a bit near the template. Jackson is not quite template yet. Watkins is still there in a lot of teams, and that João Pedro, Son, and Ederson is definitely not. Shaw's in there, and lots of teams. He's still got Stones. That's phenomenal. He's injured. He's still injured. We'll never know when he's coming back. And so Ado's got a bit to do. A load of money on the bench. Wow. You need to do a bit of thinking over the international break. I think going forward for this game week, you should be fine. Jason McGoldrick, good stuff. Good stuff, mate. Yeah, the big friendly. So hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Which Phillips are you? Onana, what's my name? Good stuff, love him. Same boat. I have the combination myself, Dermot. The BFG. Look, I think this is very, very similar to Starman's in all fairness. Look, that's fair enough. We'll all go our separate ways somewhere down the line. I promise you. So similar sort of speak to Starman's there. Shane Faceman Healy came second there a couple of years ago, and Christy Nick. Okay, all the teams are really, 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 really similar at the minute. It's just having that one or two or three, just a bit off that can get you them extra sneaky. And it's Eamon Phillips is in here. So there's four of them. I'll have to include the four. Wow, the Phillipses are really they're like those four Chinese runners. Was it three or four that bet Sonia Sullivan? Well, actually, I think it was three in the Olympics. And they were like a choo-choo train. Choo, 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 choo. Sonia is just like, what's going on here? It's like a train of four carriages. Three. I just couldn't get you just bet into fourth, couldn't get past them Chinese. So the Phillipses are doing a proper Chinese run on this, and we're all going up together, all for one for all. That's the four musketeers there. Look at Murphy. My God, Amo. Amo is absolute. Look at Amo cash. Bula bus. Great stuff. Well done. Only guy to see we have cash. Gakpo to Isaac. Fair enough. Gakpo's not doing it. Isaac, maybe a bit early to get Isaac in. He's got a lot of very hard fixtures still to come. I know Liverpool's done, but there's loads more. They've done City, yeah, but there's still a few tricky ones ahead to go. I'd be looking at Trippier more like Gameweek 7 and stuff. But yeah, this good stuff. 65. Who, more, you know better than me, Amo. Definitely. Haven't got a name for you yet, Amo. I'm going to allow you to come up with your own name, and then I'm going to stick with it. But good stuff. Well done, Amo. Keep the faith. Stevie Stretford Nolan, otherwise known as Knowlesy with a Z. Molesy, Knowlesy, Golsey, Snowlesy. Right. Yeah, they love the two of them, the two duo lads. They love you, doggy. They love it. You doggy. I hate that, you doggy. No, I'm gonna go you dodgy, right? You dodgy, as in Dogecoin. Okay, the Leno pit. That's a good rotation, of course. There's nothing really I can say boo to. That's a very good call. That's a differential. No one has him apart from Jackie. He would be a regular starter in defense. He'll get them defensive points as well. Got the assist there down the left there for Tottenham against Bournemouth. Eze on the bench. That was a good call. Brave. Martinelli going forward. Look, I think it's nearly getting to a stage. You only need one Arsenal. Really, it's we started all thinking we needed 3, and now it looks like we just need 1 now. And there's injuries in that back line, and Ramsdale, we don't know what. Look, Ray is not going over there sitting on benches. I have him in my draft with the draft duo team, and I got in Ray because I'm starting him every game, because I think eventually he will get a start there, and he'll get a run at it. I think he's a great keeper. Duncan Hannon, a shout out for you, the 2018 winner of the Christy Nick, forever immortalized in it. And we're just talking about Ramsdale, and Dunko has Ramsdale. Saliba, okay, no, Arsenal midfield. That's proper Tottenham, that is. Duncan Hannon, massive Tottenham man. Madison's, or look, sorry for copying you guys. I just want something to shout for, as I've explained. Sir, fair enough. I'd like you Doji instead. But Star, fair enough, he is the starter, very dynamic in midfield. But hey ho, would you like Diaby from Villa? It's just all about points, really. Just think about what will get you them points. Bit of trouble in the bench. Not really impressed with this Vinicius. I'm not sure about Fulham really in any shape or form. Solomon's gone. Mitrovic has gone to the Saudi Pro League. I don't know. I don't know. But they done well the other day. Paulinho, isn't it? That he's the main guy, the equalizer. So I'm not a big fan of Tete. Robinson seems to be okay, and of course Leno. So there is a bit to be thinking about Fulham. I shouldn't be disparaging too much, but yeah, Leno is definitely a save king. David McNamara, great stuff, Dave. He is the stalwart of the Christy Nick. Look, just have the quick eye test here. He's a bit of the same problem as Starman with this, Stones yet to come back, a lot of money on the bench. Banana, that was a good call. He got the Turner call right there, fair play. My heart ruled my head there with Onana. I'm just going to stick with him. I just love him. Saka, Martinelli. Okay, fair enough. Gabriel, that's just a frustration. I know how you feel, mate, this Gabriel situation. But good stuff, Davey. Up the Brackloon boys. I'd look at Doctor's Road, Cave, Hollywood. I love you all. I don't care. I'm not taking any sides. I love Gertrude. Come on, I like the whole lot of them. I can't wait for that St. Stephen's Day for next year. Can't wait for it. I'm telling you one thing. I'm gonna go training. I want to be in this thing. Okay, somebody. Okay, whoever takes me on, I don't care where it is. Cave, Doctor's Road, even Knock Road. Maybe not Knock Road. Anyone but Knock Road. Take me on. I'll form my own. I'll do the Clare Road. I could do the Clare Road. And if I do the Clare Road and get the Donlands, this is a great idea. Right, I'm going to sort something out, folks. Clare Road should be in this bloody thing. Sorry. I'm on about the Inter-Townlands competition for charity. This was a massive success. Morgan Lyons, okay, let's a quick shout. Look, 174 is fine. It's a fine. I'm 165. I'll go down quickly where I'm 165. I'll take that. I'm happy. I'm not too much. A good game week away. I'm good at scraping back. I'm good at chipping away. If I was a worksman, I'd be a chippy. Really would. I'd be chipping away. Nicholas Lohman is flying there. It's 175 is fine. And we have a few that have took a wild card. Morgan. Again, it's okay. A bit like the Maeve and Starman, and there's just something a bit different about the whole lot. You have to have an odd differential. It's boring otherwise. Gusto on the bench, feel the pain there. It's somebody had Udoji, Gusto, and Madison on the bench this game week, so you only had one of the trio. Otherwise, it's at least you got Madison. Always start Madison. I know he's this injury thing. The problem with Madison, he does tend to kind of ghost injury, and then he's not playing, and he's out, and they said, "What's happened there?" So it is a bit scary, but he needs to be managed. He's a bit delicate. or James Madison. Yeah, so yeah, let's have a look at Nicholas Lohman's team. He's a new player for the Christy Nick. I know him from work, so that's how we get people in the Christy Nick, is if you know them, and they can choose it. Shout out for Nicholas. I could have done a mock with Nick. Don't have a picture though, but Sterling was massive. That was his punt. He told me, that was his punt. He sports Fulham. He's a Fulham lad. But he's brought in Sterling specifically. And Chelsea winning out 3-0 against Luton. Great call, 2 goals, an assist, full bonus points. Andreas, of course, is the Fulham. He loves Andreas. Is a bit down because of Mitrovic gone, but on the bench, Ranji, hit and miss. Gabriel, I'm sure he will come back into that team sometime. Look, I think it's solid enough. Okay, Bruno and Rashford are gone. So this is where I am looking to do damage against people that have gone against that. I think it's fine Sterling doing what he done against poor old Luton, but I'm only going what happened last season. Now, I know it's a different manager, so Poch likes attacking flair player. So I'm not poo-pooing Sterling. Yeah, but let's keep an eye. I'm watching Sterling, but no panic yet, and I don't want to get off Saka and Buemo or the 2 United. I just think that there's just more in them two going forward. But I'd love 6 midfielders this season. 6. I wish we could just have a false number 9, and Sterling could be my false number 9, and we could have a formation of 1-1-3-6 or whatever it is. 1-4 is it? Yeah, 1-4-6. False. Why not? I mean, I think eventually the Sun Dream team will do. They have every formation going up. So it's going to become a bit outdated. That we need to have an option for a false number 9, and I'd love to have Sterling in there. I'd love to have no strikers. That option in the game. So that's Morgan done. So you can't go all down the whole lot of them. That's a good roundabout. The Dara, our resident FPL egghead hunt in here. Let's have a quick look. Ahamore and Ballyhaunis, that massive draw. Harness leading. Ahamore come back, but it's phenomenal just to get that draw, and we'll see what the goal difference is at the end of it, not more. And Castle Bar, that will be fun for both of us in East Mayo. I'm really, really impressed with our lads and our community, but it's just always absolutely against the odds every day, and we have the talent. So Dara, Botman's a frustration, hate the bench. Poor old Lamptey's gone down to 3.9 just last night. That's heartwarming. Henry's great going forward, but no Mbeumo. What's the point of having Henry? You need to have Mbeumo. Is just a no-brainer. So we'll see. Anyway, Dara, we have had a few people doing. Yeah, Dara Kilkenny has done a wild card, a 72. Well done, mate. 72 is phenomenal. He's killed the wild card going forward. Okay, Alvarez. Edward is doing bits and pieces for Palace. Diaby, great call. What a great midfielder. Bowen, Fernandez, Madison, Diaby, Rashford. Ow. Wow. That was the dream. That was the dream combination. That was the lottery numbers for game week 3. That was well done, Dara. Dara Kilkenny is the of Knockway. I'm not sure, but thank you for joining. It's just the wild card's done. Oh yeah, Jim Morgan has done he's played his wild card, so just notice that now. Going forward, I think that will be fine. Gusto's fine. Look, Saliba as a myth off. If he had Gabriel, of course, it can work both ways now. The Gabriel Saliba situation. If Gusto came on, he would have got the. It's just a twist of fate, isn't it? But he has him probably before the price rise. Who knows? But that's the combination on Anna and Turner works well. God, there was a little bit of a rumor about Sa from Wolves. He's got to either sign a new contract with Wolves or Forest want him. So there's a possibility that Turner could be took on by Wolves Sa, Jose Sa, I think it is. So keep an eye on that one before the transfer window ends. But other than that, look, I'm happy enough with. He's an Arsenal lad, so he wants his bit of Arsenal in there. Look, we all do. Saka, Martinelli. I'm happy. It's a bit of a funny one. It looks like the template in a way, but with a twist. And that's the wild card done. So still kept it. Okay, I trust you, Morgan. I trust you. But I think that will be fine in the long run. Anyway, we'll get you to October. We'll see then. That's Dara, Jerry Freely, a 51, Kyle Carney. Let's see what you've done in Buem. Okay, Pat Madison. He's got Jerry Freely's got off Madison for Louise. I don't know about that going away to Newcastle. He's got off all, so he's got in Louise. He's freeing up money. He's probably trying to free up money to get to Jackson, something like that. What's that name of the song? I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Are you for real? Am I for real? Never thought. Yeah. I can't get that song out of my head with that Jackson. Nicholas Jackson. Sorry, Nick Jackson. Kyle. Oh, this guy is probably the most improved player in Ballyhaunis. Seriously, it's lovely hurl and interesting to watch. Henry. See, I like the Henry Embuemo thing. Brentford going forward. And they will be playing Brighton enough soon. Jackson's fine. He should have had another there. He's learning. It's very exciting watching him playing. Bruno, he's got his bit of United in there. I like it. I like it. The three strikers, where Carlson is the issue there. Zinchenko, it's a funny one. I don't know what Pep's doing. Nobody knows. Not well. I call him Pep, little Pep. I mean Arteta. It's just another Pep, isn't he? Really, he's a mini Pep. What's the name of the Austin Powers or Doctor Evil or Doctor No or whatever his name is, Mini Me, whatever it is. He's a fucking mini Pep, with a mini cat as well. Parker one. I think I'll leave it there. There's not much more to say after this. The roundup, I think, will be more or less complete after this. Parker won, or 2017 Christy Nicholson winner. I was frustrated that season. Flecking is very, very good. Very good stuff with Flecking. Phenomenal. Lots of save points. Caldwell, I like Caldwell. Ruben's in there, fair enough. He's the bog standard City defender I would have over Emerson, definitely. And KOTT is still flying. Barnes is just a sub at the minute. Trippier, okay, he's got his Newcastle. They're waiting to come on. I'm just worried about Gordon and Barnes, the minutes for Barnes, definitely. And also Gordon, he just gets hooked. This bog standard 70 a minute, which is, you get Barnes in. I know it's the cover, it's possibly Dev, but is there any other where you can post Barnes except down the left? Is there any way you can reinvent these guys? They can't just be left wingers. That's it. With left forwards. Love Trippier. He's not gone up and down on price because not many of them in. Okay, 8.6, but I'm looking at Trippier. So Park is a man of vision here. So he's waiting. He's waiting. That's a lot. Clump of money on the bench as well. Okay, he might have had Trippier playing. No, he didn't actually. Trippier got 0 points. Must be goals conceded. So it was a good call. He's 45. It's a bit It's a bit like myself. I got the 45 brim full of Asha and all that. So that's fine. 169. Anyone in and around this is still fine. It's only 3 game weeks gone. John C. Private Meekly helping in here. Diaby, he's got off Diaby for Embuemo. He's just swallowed the pill there. He's had Diaby. He must be devastated. Look, TA to Chilwell. that's just smells to me that he doesn't want to miss the train, but it's just frustrating, that stuff. I've been there before, getting off players. Okay, Alvarez, Rashford has gone more towards a template a bit here. Paul, I'd rather cash any day of the week there. Areola, same trap I fell into, a loss on the bench. Just get over this game week, folks. If you're in like John's team and my team, it's just about getting over this game week. Although I have Madison, so I am a bit more confident. Don't think I'm going to do a -4. I have to weigh up a -4 compared to the potential what Antonio could do. But Antonio's drinking red wine. He's on the crest of a wave. He always has a great beginning of seasons. I think he racks up like loads of goals in the first 10, 12 games, then he goes away. It smells to me when West Ham get near that 25 to 40 point mark, will definitely they kind of trail off like they did last season to win but they won the conference. Fair play. Joseph Lyons, the knockback, part of the Townsland as well. Fergie Walsh in there, 39. So a lot of these, Connor Freely in there. Jason Coyne, Donny O'Brien's in there. Just highlight Donny there. He's got off TA, good call for Aranji, but now he didn't start. Havertz, Matoma is very, very heavily owned. It's just a gut about my gut anyway about it. Aidan Gaffney, he's used a bench boost and a wild card already. Wow, he is an active player, and he's still transferring Madison in. Wowzers, that was some game week 1 and 2, folks. Wow, it's a long way to game week 38. Aidan Gaff. Yeah, let's say William has hit Manchester. 160 is fine. It's a good solid start. He's wild carded. A few of them skittered around the place. Carlson, okay, he should score. Look, Carlson will get chances. It's just a frustration. Maddie denied an assist. I don't know how he misses. I'm sorry for calling him anything like whatever, but it's all in good jest. It's just a frustration, and I'm sure he will get something. But it's a waiting game. It really is. We're waiting like nearly a year and a half for Carlson to do something. And he's got more disallowed goals at Tottenham than he has goals for Tottenham. It's shocking stuff. And I think it's because this pigeon routine, this whatever that is, that's jinxing them. He's mocking animals. You mock animals, you get jinxed. And sorry. Hope I'm not mocking animals this game. Okay. So he captained Jackson. So fair enough. That is outside the box. Got that call right. Very brave. And that's made him some good points there. So well done. He's got the Sterling train in here. I think this team is very, very, very relevant. It's a great wild card. Odegaard, yeah, for Peno. So we'll watch that going forward. But sitting in that hole when they're attacking, when they're in that 6-yard box and Arsenal are attacking, Odegaard sits in that hole there and he gets them goals from central range. I like it. Marsh is outside the box to take on Matoma. Look, Estupian, okay, going forward, he's just like a win-win either way. He gets his attacking assist. And Buemo on the bench, very brave. It worked out here, apart from Areola. But listen, that's a great wild card. It's very current. It's very new. You'll have a good game week 4, I imagine, with the Sterling train. No Man United. He's got an Arsenal. Oh, okay, that's a little bit exposed. Lots of people, Bruno or Rashford, or either are. But yeah, City going forward have great games. He's expecting clean sheets. Can you imagine? Like, you expect a clean sheet against Sheffield, for God's sake. There you go. It's Palace get a clean sheet against Sheffield. Right, and then Kylie. So that's Paz, quite differential. I think Diaz in there. So on his day, he'll do well. Owen Collins in there as well. So thanks for everybody. Connor Hussey, 152. It's a bit of a frustration. 152 going back all the way once. It's 47 points down. I'd be getting a bit kind of skittish, and it's just a little bit too down. Connor is just very, very worried about this Salah thing, and it's kind of massive Liverpool fan, so he just doesn't want Salah to go. It's going to take the heart and soul out of the game for him. Shaq got a new track, of course. Good stuff. Pickford keeping all his chips intact. 47 is fine. It was, it's just going standard. A few injured and out of form. It's a frustration that on the bench, but most of these are starters. And yeah, good stuff. Got the Guvarola instead, the price rise. And Shaky down there as well. He's had an Anastarobulus game week there. Wissa came, that's a good move, you think, 6.1, but he's blanked in Bremo. So he's definitely on the Brentford train. He's probably set himself up there. It's just a real sideways move with the -4 for Saliba. He's done. That's cost him -3. It's just probably to not have the worry of Gabriel. I know. A loss of kind of Rashford is a big call. Like I'm sure Rashford will go back to the left position. Eric Ten Hag can't be that brain dead. Seriously. So a few interesting ones there with Shaky. A bit different to last year. He was leading for loads of the way. So we'll see about that. Ivan Demela is way down. Quite a way. 140s is a bit scary. It's just when you get off to that bad start. Last year I got to about 120. I was really, that's where I was with Kevin Kilbride's. And all year I just couldn't make back like 126 to 199 in 3 game weeks is 73 points. But it can be done. But there's a lot of pretty good active players. Nyla Richardson's done a -12. I think the big red button has been touched there. It looks like you should have done the wild card, really. I wouldn't take a -12 for that. Tanganga, I don't know what he was doing there. Salah, you got the assist, jumping onto Brighton and Brentford dudes. And Ketia, will he get much game time with Jesus? Stupian, shock, horror, shock, horror. The female of the species, well, the male version of the species in Nyler's team is more toothful than a dodo. Unfortunately, Poe, Estupian, Wan-Bissaka, Nyler. What the hell happened? It's just you don't want to do the template. I know I've been there. I've done this. This was my season. Same time, same place. Game week 3, total disaster, nightmare, totally fluid. Grealish is finally doing something okay. Rashford, Saka, fine. Mbuemo, fine. Watkins, these are fine. It's just a lot of. I just don't know about Nketiah going. At least he's got the wild card. He's kept his chips. I probably would have used the wild card there, not a -12. It's just like backwards, 2 steps backwards, 1 step forwards. And there you go. Okay, Nyler, I have faith in you. I have faith in you. But that's the roundup of today, folks. Can't really say too much more about that. Well done, Dave Martin, top of the class for game week 3. Keep it going, bro. Going forward, is there anything else left to say? We just have the international. This is Saturday 16. I'm not going to get too much into that. Just get through this game week. I like Antonio for that. I'm mulling over the -4. I'm not panicking over these things, -4s. Sheffield and Everton, that's already turned into a relegation clash. Everton 3 in zip. Sheffield, not much better. I think they've 3 in zip as well. Brentford with Bournemouth, that should be set up for, although Bournemouth showed a bit of fire against Liverpool, but it's about their press. They do press very hard. And if you can beat that somehow or get or play through it somehow, which I think Brentford are just massive at home, really. The noise of that place. It's really, Norgard's had a good game in number 10, so Henry is a really good players. Yourselves. Burnley Spurs, that's usually a banana skin for Spurs. Now, to prove our Spurs still Spursy, they will lose there if they are. But I have a funny feeling they could destroy Burnley with that. The way they play, they don't care if they're home. It just sounds they just don't like. They don't care if they're home or away. The way they took part Bournemouth, it just suggests they want to get on the ball and they're just playing. They're playing football. They'll give the chance. Now, yeah, Bournemouth should have scored at the end of the first half. I know that, but they're willing to go all out. You have a goal, they'll score more than you. So that could be where Spurs are at. I think eventually Spurs will get found out, keep playing that way. But the young guy, Van de Vey, whatever his name is, tall Dutch lad, 22. I think he's Dutch or Belgian. And Romero, it has beside him could be a good combo. And Pedro Porro's just he should be a wing back. There should be 3 in there. And then him as wing on the right. He not great defensively, but going forward, phenomenal. So we'll see anyway with Vincent Company and Ange Postecoglou, 2 of them, first time in the Prem. That should be interesting. Chelsea and Forest, look, the tricky trees are just fine. Look at their attacking potential. They are scary on the break. They really are. That's Awani. Johnson now probably won't start. He could be rested, but they still have Alanga. Alanga can come in and do a job. And yeah, I'm really impressed with Forest, especially that Oyer down the left. I think he's down the left. No, he's a right. At Tottenham, he played down the right. Sure of it, but it feels like he's playing down the left. But sure, still he's right back. But he's just pulling up all sorts of trees with Forest. Look, are we sure where Chelsea are at? I think they'll give him a go. I think as the season goes on, Chelsea get better and better and better and better. I'm just very confident of that. Enzo's just high quality. He's getting, although I'm sure these guys will pull it off, and Caicedo as well. Okay, City and Fulham. Oh my God. I'm happy enough just going in with that with Haaland, and I think Silva's team, they'll be professional enough to kind of keep it down a bit, and I think I think City still are not quite there, and Pep is away, he's sick. We'll see. It'll be interesting, but there's no certainties anymore in the Prem. Not anybody can you take lightly. Brighton, Newcastle again. I think there's goals on this, and I think both will score. I think Newcastle will be up for this. But look, there you go. And Palace, Wolves. Wolves have turned out to be kind of I like Wolves. Really, they're interesting. I wouldn't put them past to do something there against Palace, but like Eze's not really firing. They're just dying to get Michael Olise back. And there you go. Like, they got IU and Edward, and they're not really. I think Hodgson coming out of retirement and taking out another year. Is over 70 now at this stage, and it's just a grind. There's a stopgap, in my opinion, but the stopgap isn't meant to last forever. It's not a evergreen ploy. So, I mean, their vision, Crystal Palace's vision of where they see themselves in 5 years. Will Roy still be carted out in a wheelchair by then? I don't know. But good, fair play to Roy. He's a great manager, and he's Palace through and through. Good luck to him. Liverpool and Villa. Look, I can't even predict that. Villa could destroy Liverpool. Liverpool could destroy. It's either or 4-4. It's the two. It just seems to be both. All teams seems to be going haywire this season. All out attack. Arsenal and United, the big one, 4:30. I'm looking forward to this. The FPL winner of last year called Ali. He's traveling over. I'm not sure, is he from in Dubai or where he's based, somewhere there. But Ali's going to this game, Arsenal United. That's his free trip. So it's phenomenal if you're from Sydney and you win this overall thing. It's a great trip, flights, prize, the whole treatment. So good luck to Ali for that one. Great game. I think he must be an Arsenal lad. So you would pick the home game of the team you support, and United, of course. United is everybody. United are the team to draw as your host, as your host. Okay, so there you go. That's all I can say about that. Thanks for joining us, folks. It's a long one, but it has to be done. I'll have a break soon, and happy enough out. And folks, thanks for joining me, the guru here. Good luck with your teams. God bless. Take care, folks. And I don't know what team, because I got it up the whoever you support, folks. Thanks. God bless.